Dodgers Padres heads to San Diego. Padres evened up the series in LA 1-1. And Padres are Zerillo gave this out as well yesterday or the day before. I can't remember because there was an off day for the NL.
It was yesterday.
It was yesterday, right? Okay. That's right. He gave the Yankees play out 2 days ago. Got it. Got the Padres at plus 108. That's down to plus 100. And the Dodgers are at minus 120 for game 3. Anthony, what's do you like the San Diego Padres here? Is this Dodgers number short? You get the sense this could be a long series now with the Padres getting back at their home ballpark, which is pitcher friendly, and they've got their better pitchers on the mound now in their home ballpark.
Yeah, I think the Padres should be favored in the first 5 innings. Blake Snell, we talked about strikeout minus walk rate in the second half. Blake Snell, top 10 starter in all of baseball. He's been dominant, 32.5% strikeout rate. The walks are a little bit of a concern against this Dodgers lineup because they don't chase. So if Snell is just a little bit off, he can run into some trouble, kind of like he did against the Mets in his start on Saturday. But if he's got his stuff going, his stuff is excellent. He gets swings and misses in the zone, which is a huge key against the Dodgers. He has the ability to shut this lineup down. We've seen it in the World Series. We've seen it in his time in San Diego. He has matched up well with this Dodgers lineup almost every time. And the Dodgers are not as good against lefties. They are just 13th since the trade deadline in weighted runs created plus. They're only 8th for the season, which for the Dodgers is not great. The Padres better against righties. They're going to see Tony Gonsolin. Gonsolin has also not pitched in a long time, similar to Strider. We don't know what his effectiveness is. Dave Roberts said 75 pitches. I'll be interested to see how that plays out because they're going to have probably Dustin May and behind him, I think, or Andrew Heaney, depending on what kind of look they want to throw. So it'll be very interesting. But I think the Padres should be favored in the first 5. So I like any plus money on that. And if you go to these bullpens, the Dodgers are piecing together their bullpen. There's not like a clear role, and I still think they're very good. Phillips and Vesia have been excellent, but there is the risk that if one of those guys is just a little off, they can run into some problems. I like the Padres in the full game at plus money as well. The lineup's a little worse, but the pitching is better for San Diego in this game.
Let's go to BJ. What's your angle here on game 3?
I actually do like under 7.5 runs at minus 120. So depending on how long Gonsolin throws, I mean, he's been very good this season. He has been an overperformer, but I mean, a 3.12 xERA is nothing to snuff at. He's got an excellent splitter that he throws about 30% of the time. Opponents only have a 187 expected batting average against it this season. But the larger point is that the Padres, they have not hit right-handed pitching well at all this season. Like even after the trade deadline, when they got Soto, Bell, and Drury, they still only have a 222 expected batting average and a 291 expected weighted on base average against right-handed pitching. That's average in terms of against Major League Baseball. And Gonsolin, when he faced the Padres twice this season, he only allowed 1 run and 7 hits and struck out 14 batters in about 12 2/3 innings. So the Padres, I think, will have a difficult matchup. Even if Dustin May comes in, I mean, he's got nasty stuff as well. And Anthony already mentioned, I mean, Blake Snell, he obviously didn't pitch well against the Mets in the wild card round, but I mean, he was really, really good after the All-Star break. He was the Padres' best starting pitcher. He had over a 12 K per 9 rate. His xFIP was 2.73. And, you know, the biggest thing for him, like Anthony mentioned, are the walks. But, you know, it's his 3-pitch combination of fastball, slider, and curveball. I mean, his slider and curveball have a whiff rate over 40% this season and are allowing an expected batting average under 185. So for a Dodgers lineup that is a 315 expected weighted on base average against left-handed fastball, sliders, and curveballs, they're not as good as they are against righties. So I only have 6.7 runs projected. So I'm going to be on under 7.5 runs at minus 120.
Are you okay with 7?
7 at even money is fine with me.
Okay. Plus 100 under 7 right now. Just in case, you know, when folks come out, we know that when we're doing the recording,
right,
that's the line when we said it, but yes, very much so. That could very well change. It like it normally would on any baseball slate between now and first pitch.